joining us. Are we nearly ready?
We are good to go, Steven.
Excellent.
Coach me.
Okay, so first I'd like to start off by asking you to make sure that you are in that coachable mindset. I know that you listened to my podcast earlier, so I also know that you are ready and raring to go. So we're going to start off by me asking you a series of questions. They're not
Do
going
I
to be
need to be
difficult.
nervous?
No, you don't need to be nervous. It's just questions about you, your hopes, your dreams, what you
Okay.
want. So we're going to start off with just that. What does success look like to you, Nestine?
Living in a bus, earning passive income, being able to do whatever I want when I want. Freedom. I want freedom. Like, I think that's the one word. Like, success to me looks like freedom.
Oh, and I find that really interesting, actually, because that's what I want. But
Do you think
how do
there's
you
anyone that
know?
doesn't want that?
I don't know. I think to an extent, every person wants that element of freedom. They want that element of control over their lives. So I do agree with you. I think everybody, to an extent, wants that. Um, how do you know when you've reached success?
I can wake up in the morning and I can literally just like be like, I feel like starting like a networking chapter today in Ireland in the middle of nowhere, like just some random town, and I'm doing that now. And like no one must be like looking for me or wanting me to do invoicing instead.
um, what do you feel that there's anything stopping you from doing that now?
Yes, invoicing and admin and marketing.
Okay, and why do you think that is?
Because those are the types of tasks that are like by nature repetitive. It's something that as a business owner, you kind of like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, those are the things that you just kind of have to do. It's like you don't even have a choice anymore. You need to do the invoices every single freaking month. Otherwise, who's going to do it?
It's
And
true. That's
the
true.
same with the marketing tasks, like you have to put the content every single day, and then you have to do the social media every single day. Like, and the admin, the emails, you have to open up your emails every single day and your WhatsApp every single day and like reply to people. Whether you feel like it or not is irrelevant at this point. I think I struggle with authority, authority figures and authority programs. Like, I'm like, you want me to read my emails? I don't want to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Where do you think that struggle comes from?
Oh my goodness. I don't know, Stephen. I just, okay, well, I think maybe, I guess I did grow up in a household where I wasn't allowed to make too many of my own choices ever. So it was constantly like, oh, you feel like wearing red today? Well, tough luck. I like to see you in pink, so I'm just going to make you wear pink.
So it's
So
your
I'm not used to really having a choice. And I think like now that has kind of made me super sensitive to wanting to have a choice.
so you're battling that thought process of it's my life and I want to make this choice. And
Yeah, I guess I'm stuck in my teen years.
I think to an extent we all are. I can see how
Total
that can be
rebel.
frustrating. um, so I'm trying to think of a way to ask this next question so it actually sounds like a question. Um,
Is it more of a statement question? Because then I might have a problem with it. I might rebel against the statement
that's
question.
why I'm trying to think of a way to word it. Just give me a second. So if we take teenage Nestine, the little
Yeah.
rebellious teenager in you, and we look at how you are now today, what advice would you give teenage Nestine?
Uh,
Take your time. Take your time.
don't you want to ask the people in the comments, like the live people watching us, to help me answer the question?
No, because this is personal to you. This is
Oh my
what you
goodness.
would advise
Okay.
yourself.
Okay, so I would say don't worry, it's all going to be okay. Just like stop being so super sensitive. Like just take care of yourself. It's fine. Like I don't want you to do emails the whole day, every day, but if you could just do it like 5 minutes. It's not that bad. Just do it. How's that?
Yeah, that's some advice. Um, so, okay, do you feel like you're the type of person to focus more on what's wrong or what's right?
What's wrong? Like I like to be prudent, I call it, by focusing on all my negatives all of the time. Because that way you never get your hopes up too much and then you never get disappointed. So you're always prepared for the worst case scenario and you never assume.
Okay, so how do you think that affects your goal setting?
I would have said, like, I think about 2 weeks ago, I would have said, like, it has up, like, it's actually good for me. It all makes me, like, always work extra hard, go the extra mile, like, do the extra base thing, because I'm always starting from a place of kind of like you're not good enough anyway. So, you need to work, like, 200% harder than everyone else, so just like, so I work, like, super hard, but I guess with the goal setting, I can see that sometimes it makes me like not stick to goals. So I will never give up, but I will go on tangents and like just do random things, maybe procrastinating in my way because I'm like, you're so not good enough. It's not going to work anyway. Like, I think when it goes into that extreme where it's like, why are you even trying? Then it's like, it's a bit much. It's like, why are you doing that to yourself? That doesn't help.
I'd like to explore those tangents a little bit more.
Fantastic.
Can you think?
Love it.
Can you think of any examples that stand out to you as the tangents that you have gone down in the past that have prevented you from achieving a goal?
Yeah, I think I went through kind of quite a bit of them like recently, I guess. Um, it all got fixed because of people that were involved in my life at the time, though, so thank goodness for that. But so, for example, when I started the 5K challenge with Marlon, I always started and I'm like super excited and I'm like building all these things and making all of these things and like making sure everything is like as perfect as I could get them. And then it's like when it was time to actually like see the results, which by the way, we have 105 views now. Working on it. We got 15 leads. The last time I saw you guys, it was what, like 4?
Yeah, that's fantastic. I told you, just be patient.
So, but see, like at that point where when we were looking at those 4 leads, like my head was going like so wild. It was like, this is gonna stay 4. It's gonna stay 4 forever, and that's not good enough. Like you need at least like 40. Like this is not going to work, and it's not going to work, and you're going to be live when it's not working, and this is going to be terrible. Like. And you don't know what to do anymore. Like you literally can't work any harder at this, like past this point. So you should actually just like go do something else. Like be successful somewhere else because this is not going to be successful. So then that makes me go like and be like, let's start a course building business. Which is great. I mean, I'm always starting a lot of things because I always need to be working hard at something, to feel like good enough about myself. So the work needs to go into channeled into somewhere. But at the same time, I think if I had just chilled out a bit and been like, okay, like let's just think of like one thing you can consistently do every day to try and make this challenge work. And then just do that one thing and kind of marry the process, let go of the results. I should totally do like more of that, like a lot more of that actually. Because consistency has never been one of my strengths. Like, I'm good at like short term, like big project, like let's just do this and take action and work the hell out of it. I'm not good at consistently doing anything really.
Where do you think that stems from?
Oh my goodness! It's from like, I think I have commitment issues. So what we've been discussing, like I mess my own head up so much that it becomes difficult for me to have long-term goals, long-term relationships, long-term wants, long-term aspirations, long-term anything. It's like basically I live on like a flavor of the hour type vibe. Because anything further than that, like I'm so not sure that I'm ever gonna get there that why would I even like put that out there? I'm just gonna get disappointed.
So, thank you, Leonie, for reminding us that it was 2 last time in the comments.
Oh, thank you, Leonie. You're such a numbers person. I love you.
She's great, isn't she? Oh, but yeah, I just want to backtrack a little bit more. So, when you spoke about when you launched the funnel and you had 2 people and you felt like it was just going to be stuck on that number of people, talk me through the thoughts behind the emotions. So you've mentioned, like, in your head, you think, oh, we're going to be stuck. Why did you feel that you were going to be stuck on just those 2 or 4 people?
Because why would it work?
I'm going to pose a different question to you. Why would it not work?
I can answer that really well. Because I have no experience in marketing. I've never done this before. I don't like genuinely understand psychology or people or like any of that, and that's what marketing is about. And like it's like the not knowing, I guess, because that means like I'm just relying on, what are you relying on if you don't know like for sure something? I like to know for sure. Like with accounting, I know I studied it and I know I practiced it, so I must be able to do it. Those are facts. With marketing, yeah, I studied the course, but I've never done it. So I've never like successfully implemented a lead generation conversion process thingy. Why would it work? Like there are no facts to support that it would work.
I'm just going to pose something to you.
Yay.
So everything that you're speaking about all encompasses fear.
Yeah, I think I am a very fearful person.
So that's something that we need to overcome in order for you to start following through on your goals.
Yes. So I have a follow through problem.
So there will be homework at the end of this session for next week, by the way.
Yay, I like homework because homework is I can research and make sure that I completed like 100% and like tick all the I's and dot all the T's or whatever the way you want to do it around. And I can make that perfect.
So, as you know, I have quite a lot of thoughts when it comes to goal setting and how our minds work, and how if you come from a place of abundance, you have more chance of success because you're more likely to follow it through. So what I would like you to do
Yeah, and I mean, I've
Now,
seen your work on Leonie. Like, she's changed. Like, I want that experience. I want that transformation. I want it live.
not a lot then. Have you got a pen and paper?
I have a no. Wait, let me just get a pen and paper. I have a notepad. Can I just type on the notepad?
That's fine.
Okay.
So, what I would like you to do is write down 25 things that you want. Okay. But every other thing that you put is something that you already have.
Okay.
Okay. So, to give you an example, I have a nice house and I want to continue having a nice house. I have a loving relationship. I want that loving relationship in the future with the same person, ideally. Um, I want a successful business. I have, to an extent, a successful business. Okay, at this moment in time, keep it just the what it is that you want and what you already have.
Okay. So, am I writing down the 25 things now?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Am I going to update you as I write them?
If you want to, that is completely up to you at this moment in time.
Okay. I want to be completely free. Okay, now what did you say? I must do the second one? It's like I'm already free to an extent.
No. The second one is something that you want that you already have. So basically, I can say that I want to lose weight. Then the next one is I want to have a loving relationship. I already have a loving relationship. The third
Okay.
one will be something else that I want in the future, but don't yet have. And then the next one would be something that I already have that I still want.
Okay, so my second one is I want friends.
Yes.
I already have those. Peter got them for me. You're one of them.
Yay.
You don't have a choice now. We're live online together. If you say you don't want to be my friend, I'll put off the live stream.
I
Joking.
want to be your friend, and I'm glad that I am your friend.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're my friend too. Yay. Leonie is asking a very good question, and it is one that I have made a mental note to ask after you've done this task. So carry on.
Okay. Step 3, I want 20,000 Rand passive income every month. Okay. I want animals around me. Okay, I already have 2 dogs.
Just a
Which,
voice in the
by the
background.
way, Peter will be here for the next one. He's just chained. He's had his tooth extracted, so I chained him to the bed and like told him I would kill him if he moves from it. So, which, by the way, as soon as we started the live, he totally moved.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, wait. I want to go on a holiday overseas. Okay. I want to live in a place that has a pool. Okay, we have a pool. I want. Ooh, I want to have a dance studio. Okay. I want to have friends that I can exercise with. I already have those. They are Leonie, Steven, and Tasha. I want to do at least one thing I've never done before, just for fun, like every single month. Okay. I want to write a book. I've already written some books. Okay. I want to. Wow, what else do I want? Oh, I definitely want a private chef. I want to eat healthy, like to a certain extent. Like sometimes we do already eat healthy, depending on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Um, I want a successful business that can run without me. I want, hmm. Ooh, I want to be a YouTube influencer. I mean, I technically kind of am a little bit already, like a tiny bit.
Have we reached? I'm going to have a look while you're doing that at something.
Okay. I want to be able to have no issues with myself. I want to spend at least an hour a day doing self-love things and enjoying it. I'm sometimes doing a little bit of that, not an hour, but sometimes, maybe like an hour every month. It's a goal. I want to be able to have a massage every single week, at least once. Okay. I want a beautiful garden. Okay, at the moment we do have a bit of a garden and it is beautiful. I want to see the whole world and take my time doing it. Okay. I want nice hair. So I'm working on that, but sometimes I already have nice hair, or depending on how much like I actually take care of my hair. I want to have the perfect body. I want to have time to exercise. So sometimes I already do, depending again on like how much permission I actually give myself to do things like exercise for the day. I want to have a healthy work-life balance. I want to not feel guilty for not spending like 24/7 working. And sometimes I already achieve that. And then I want to be a really confident, happy person that makes a difference in the world. That's 25.
Okay, so how do you feel about the wants that you don't yet have after writing it out in that way?
I feel really scared that I'm never gonna achieve that. So like, why would I even write that down?
But why wouldn't you write it down?
Because when you write it down, it's like people can hold it against you and be like, yeah, but you said you're gonna have this and you don't, so you're a failure.
Why does it matter so much to you what other people think?
It's not supposed to.
That's not what I asked you.
Oh my goodness, this is so hard. You're sure that this is absolutely essential to grow my business?
It is.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, what's the question again? Why is it so important that of like what other people think of me?
What?
Because they have to love me and they can't leave me. I have abandonment issues.
Okay. So if you were to fail,
That would be really bad. It would be like the end of the world.
okay. I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever poured a glass of water or a drink and accidentally spilled it everywhere?
Yeah, all the time.
And what was the consequence of that?
The water was spilled, and well, when my ex-husband was still here, he would be super unhappy about the water being spilled. But like these
What about now?
days, he's not here, so it's fine. I just mop up the water and it's fine.
Okay. And have you ever tripped up in front of someone?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I do it all the time. And what's the result of that?
Usually a fun time because I always end up like laughing and like canning myself and then looking at all the people's faces to see their reaction, and usually they like just laughing with me. So
if you're okay falling in front of people, why would you not be okay with failing?
because falling in front of people is normal, but like failing to achieve the one thing that you have like really wanted in life, that's like high stakes.
Why?
That would be like the whole life is a failure. Where if you just like fall in front of people, that's just a fun time.
But I'm going to propose to you that if you fail at any one of these goals, you're not going to end up in a worse off position than you already are now.
Wait, let me check the goals again. I need to fact check this. So if I fail to get a private chef, I won't be any worse off. Yeah, that makes sense. I will still be making my own food like I am now.
And I'm also going to propose to you that if you fail at any one of these goals, not only will you just end up no worse off than you are now, but you will also be wiser for it. Because you know that what you tried didn't work. What does that give you?
Knowledge.
And what can you do
Learning.
with that knowledge?
Do it better next time.
I'm going to come back onto why you use that word in a second. I was going to say, do it differently.
Okay.
But why did you say do it better?
Because that implies that the first time I would have done it not good.
Not necessarily. It just means that it didn't work at that one particular moment in time. Now, that could imply that you have missed a step. It could imply that you were not ready for that step to launch. It could be that your idea is completely out there and people aren't ready for it. There is a lot of reasons why these steps might not work. There's a lot of reasons why you may not be able to achieve that goal yet. But if you are adamant that you want, in this case, a private chef, then you will find a way to work that into your life. You will find a way to achieve that goal. And if you fail, then you just try a different method. You try something new.
Yeah, that is true. You never
So,
fail, you never give up. That's actually one of the things I say. Which is actually, Steven, like, can I just level with you just like for 1 second? Like, just
yeah,
between us and
everybody else
everyone.
watching.
I kind of feel like at one point in my life, like, I knew all of these things and I embraced them, which is why it's actually so, like, I'm surprised at the answers I'm giving you. Like, I'm surprised at the answers I gave, like, last night at the So You Think You Can Scale Your Business session that we did. It feels like I'm supposed to know this, and I knew this at some point, but, like, I think some of the things that I've gone through in life has just kind of taken that away from me, which is really surprising, because I would have thought that I knew better. I knew different.
I get that. The problem with our minds is, as I have likened our mind to a 2-year-old, a toddler, if you leave it unsupervised, what happens is your mind will carry on thinking random thoughts. It'll go on tangents. It will get distracted. It will see something shiny. You know, our minds can get really wild. And then what happens is when we have a goal, we have to try and refocus our mind. And we can overcomplicate things for ourselves. Now, the point of today's session is to help you with understanding where you are right now, where your thought processes are, where your fears are, where your self-doubt comes from, where you lie in the spectrum of how you feel towards achieving your goals. Because once you understand that, once you understand the thought processes that you're going through, you can then do what your homework is going to be.
Which is?
So there's two parts to the homework. You've got your list now, and what I would like you to do is you're going to, using I am statements, not I will, it's I am statements. So speak as if it's in the present. You're going to get more specific with your each goal. So one of them was to travel overseas. Well, pick a country, pick a mode of transport, pick a date, pick who you're going to travel with, pick what clothes you're going to pack. Get really specific with it.
Yeah, I remember. Where do I remember this from your book, not your podcast, I think.
I haven't got to it on my podcast yet.
Okay, because you want to go to China to see the cherry blossom, so it has to be in April, and you'll go with Ryan, and the two of you will fly there, and I can't remember the rest, but you were super specific, so I have to get like that specific.
Get as specific as you can. Remember, at this moment in time, all you're doing is writing down your ideas, you're writing down your goals, you're not actively researching, you're not actively looking yet. It's just to get these goals written down. The other thing that I want you to do is what I call the thought dump. It's also known as the thought download. So when you start writing and getting specific, your mind is going to naturally be asking you how. And then you're going to get negative thoughts and negative feelings towards these goals. You're going to write them down. It's a bit like journaling. And once we've got to that stage, which will be by next week, hopefully, we'll then move on to what you're going to do with those thoughts and how you're going to overcome your self-doubt and your fears and everything.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Now, you'll see that there is a method to the madness, I hope.
There better be, Steven. What you're putting me through right now. But yeah, I feel better after that explanation of why we need to do this. Thank you.
Yeah, as you know, I like to put people through the ringer first and then explain why.
I know, it's like a bit like me, right?
Yeah, it's fun. But no, how are you feeling at this moment in time?
I'm feeling happy, ish. I'm feeling happy that I'm on a new tangent or path at least now. I'm feeling happy that you're there with me. I'm feeling proud of myself for actually like being like super honest about a lot of my actual fears and thought processes. Like so honest that I actually like shocked myself. Almost started crying at one point. But it's like you said, like at least now I know. And like the point right now is just to know, because if you keep avoiding it and you like keep on distracting yourself from it, then that's all you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. You're going to be avoiding and distracting yourself. Where if I know and I know it's fixable, then now we can just do the work to. So I think I feel relieved actually. I feel like this is really necessary. I feel like this is going to be good.
That makes me happy. Thank you for sharing that. Honestly, that's why I asked at the beginning that you make sure that you're in a mind frame to be coachable, because sometimes we have to get deep before, you know,
We can get happy.
yeah. And it's all about understanding and being introspective. So if you can learn to look within and understand where your thoughts and feelings are coming from, then you'll get on leaps and bounds, basically. Now, I do want to backtrack a little bit before we finish. Can you read out your first goal to me, please?
Yeah. I want to be completely free.
And as Leonie has asked, free of what?
Oh, of people telling me what to do. Or like having to do things that I don't want to. Or just like having to do things, period. I want to wake up and decide what I get to do for the day. Like, the universe mustn't decide for me. My clients can't decide for me. Like,
I like that one.
yay,
I,
I'm getting a heart. That means I'm doing well.
but yeah, so I actually originally planned for the coaching session to be divided in two. Obviously, one person isn't here right now, so
Yes. So next week we get to torture Peter.
yes.
Yay! That's
I'll
gonna
still
be
make
so
time for you, don't worry.
I love you so much. Thank you, Steven. That's awesome. I can't wait.
Okay. Well, I think that we can end on that note. I think we've got a lot to do to get us
Okay.
to the next stage. Um, but thank you very much for doing this with me and for allowing me to be part of your journey.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I can't think of anyone better to. I feel privileged. So, thank you.
Uh, Before we do end, though, have you got any questions?
Yes. Well, more like statements.
Okay.
Guys, you have got to buy this person's book. It is life changing and it is available on Amazon and Google Play and Goodreads and everywhere else basically. It's called Oh No, Not Another Goal Setting Book. And also do yourself a favor and start waking up every single Thursday listening to this man's podcast. Because it puts you into just such an awesome space for the rest of the day. It's like literally you get to get like 20 minutes of advice from your bestest best friend. It's really, really cool. And the podcast is called I'll Take That Win with Steven Westwood. And the link is in the description. The link to the book is in the description as well. And if you want to read the backstory all about Steven, you can do that as well. Read all about how he implemented his 5-year plan 5 years early using networking.
Oh, thank you so much, Nestine.
Cool.
Also, I would like to add, if you have if the audience have any questions or if they have any comments they would like to make, please comment in the description below. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Awesome, guys. Please make comments so I can feel less alone. Can we all do a Save the Nestine campaign? It's like everyone show their love in the comments. And come join us again next week so you can help me through this and watch me transform. Apparently, I'm transforming, so that's going to be fun. Awesome.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Steven. We'll do this again next week. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook. And then I will go and do my homework right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.